These Food Network stars passed away. Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on Film Zone. The Food Network has some of the biggest stars in various food shows and culinary competitions. In fact, the channel has been instrumental in the astronomical rise of stardom of many celebrity chefs. Unfortunately, not every chef who has graced the screen of the Food Network is still with us. In this video, we take a look at the Food Network's biggest stars who unfortunately passed away. Stay tuned. Fatima Ali. Fatima Ali had a promising career ahead of her before her untimely death. She moved from Pakistan to America at 18 to attend a culinary school. After her stint as a sous chef at the Cafe Centro, she became a contestant on Food Network's Chopped in 2012 and appeared as a contestant on Top Chef in 2017. Shortly after that filming, Ali announced that she had been diagnosed with a rare type of cancer called Ewing sarcoma. It occurs in the bone or soft tissue. Refusing to let it slow her down, she continued to cook, posted updates on Instagram, and shared her story with Ellen DeGeneres. She always had the dream of owning her own restaurant. However, she never got the opportunity to fulfill that dream and died in 2019. Her family paid tribute by traveling the world on the food tour she never completed. Floyd Cardoz. In March 2020, the world lost superstar chef Floyd Cardoz. He was known for his marriage of regional and international flavors, and for his pure love of food. As he told Forbes India in one of his final interviews, being a miserable chef leads to miserable food, miserable staff, and a miserable restaurant. He started his career in India and studied in Switzerland. In New York, he opened an acclaimed restaurant, Tabla. As the New York Times said in his obituary, he was the first Indian chef to have such an influence over the New York restaurant scene. He was a winner of Top Chef Masters, and on Food Network, Floyd regularly hosted Chef du Jour and hosted Fine Dining with Floyd Cardoz. Before his passing, he shared pictures of a trip to India on Instagram. Among them, new venture Bombay Sweet Shop and appearance on Netflix's Ugly Delicious. Almost immediately after his return, he was admitted to the hospital in New Jersey with a fever. He succumbed to the coronavirus a few days later. Anthony Sedlak. In 2012, Anthony Sedlak's star was on the rise when he died unexpectedly. He had just filmed an appearance on Anna and Christina's Grocery Bag for Oprah Winfrey Network. Its host, Anna Wallner, said later on Twitter that Sedlak had seemed full of life. He had also shot what would be his last appearance on Food Network Canada's You Gotta Eat Here. Its host, John Catucci, was just one of the many celebrities who paid tribute after Sedlak's passing. Sedlak's fame began on Food Network Canada. After winning the second season of Superstar Chef, he was offered his own show, The Main. This was a dream come true, and he always talked about having his own show. He later released the 2011 bestseller, The Main Recipes. Sadly, he died just a year later at the age of 29. Initial reports stated he collapsed from an undiagnosed medical condition. However, in 2013, reports emerged saying he died of an intentional drug overdose. The young chef had been an industry gem. He even influenced those he had never met, like food writer Dan Clapson. In a tribute, Clapson wrote, "I'm sad to say I will now never meet the man who taught me how to cook a damn fine flank steak, but rest assured every time I cook this dish in my kitchen, I'll be thinking of him." Clarissa Dixon Wright. Eccentric television chef Clarissa Dixon Wright was a culinary force to be reckoned with. She was also a controversial figure. A former lawyer, Wright was once charged with hunting offenses and used to be an alcoholic. More importantly, she was a well-respected chef and food historian. She was also one of the BBC's cheeky Two Fat Ladies. The duo's famous show also aired on Food Network in the US. The early hit was instrumental in increasing the popularity of the channel. In it, she and chef Jennifer Patterson toured the UK to cook in new locations, and they did it with Patterson on a Triumph Thunderbird motorcycle and Wright in the sidecar. Wright was also well known for her outspokenness. When asked if the title Two Fat Ladies offended her, she clapped back, "I had problem with ladies because it sounded like a public convenience. But which bit did you object to? Are you saying I'm thin?" She wrote several cookbooks, including the celebrated Two Fat Ladies Write Again. In 2011, she published the acclaimed A History of English Food. The Independent called it a richly informative book, and Express gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. Sadly, in March 2014, she passed away at the age of 66. According to BBC America, Wright had been sick for several months prior. Carrie Simon. Kerry Simon was often called the rock and roll chef. He cooked for rock stars and politicians, and some of his biggest fans included Alice Cooper and Joe Perry. So when he died in 2015, it wasn't just culinary celebrities who were crushed. After years as a personal chef to the stars, he eventually opened several restaurants of his own. Simon also appeared on Food Network's Iron Chef America and even judged an episode of the show. But in 2013, with his career booming, he was diagnosed with a terminal brain disease. Suddenly, he had to learn to manage multiple system atrophy, or MSA. The disorder is a sporadic, progressive neurological one like Parkinson's. In 2014, he opened up to Esquire about how hard it was to accept his MSA diagnosis, but insisted it would not slow him down. He said he still checked up on his restaurant because he didn't want the quality to slip. He explained, "More than ever, I need to stay vigilant. I have to be there regardless of how I'm feeling." After he died in 2015, the Las Vegas Sun paid tribute with an article about his life. In it, he was called the first and only rock and roll chef. So there were 5 big Food Network stars we unfortunately lost. Thanks for watching.